Hi everyone. I thought I would film today about my on-the-go makeup bag. So this is very impromptu, and it's also just kind of my chance to teach myself about video editing, things like that. So don't be too mean to me, please. I like to keep my makeup bag fairly simple, um, with products that make me feel good, that I really like, that I can look at and know immediately what kind of look I'm going to put together. So sometimes I have to do my makeup in the car, like before work, because I decided to sleep in a little bit. If I find that I have a spare 10, 15 minutes, I know that I can put a really cute look together. So this is actually a new product to me. So I've only used it really a handful of times. I am wearing it right now, and I really, really like it. Winky Lux Tinted Veil White Tea BB cream. I feel like has enough coverage that it looks decent, it looks nice, makes me look a little bit more put together, and it still covers some of my dark circles and some of my redness. The next product that I want to talk about is the Dream Lumi by Maybelline. I really like this. I use it as both my eyelid primer and as my concealer. So it gives me like a little bit of a highlight underneath my eyes without being too cakey or too thick. The next product I want to talk about is the Tarte Glisten. This is the cheek stain. I'm wearing it on my cheeks now. The lighting is not very good, but it imparts a nice color. It's not super, super bright or super, super pigmented, but it looks really natural, and it does have a good glisten in it to where it has kind of a natural highlight. I did still put a highlight on, but even on its own, I don't have to put a highlight on top of it, which I really appreciate. If I do feel like putting a highlight on, I throw on my Lorac Illuminating highlighter. This is in the shade Moonlight. It's not my all-time favorite. It is a little bit on the powdery side, but I do still like the color that it gives off. It looks really nice on top of the cheek tint. It, sits really nicely on top of like a BB or CC cream. And it's not too like, oh my God, kapow, holy shit, she's wearing highlight. For eyeshadow, I have been using the Winky Lux. This is the Coffee Eyeshadow palette. So the kind of eyeshadow palettes that I like to have in my bag are generally neutral, and there's not a ton of colors in them. So there's, browns, golds, there's some shimmers in there. Nothing too outrageously bright. I want to be able to look at it and say, okay, that's going to be my transition. I know that can go on my brow, on my brow bone. And be able to put a look together really fast. So this is just kind of a good go-to. I know what look's going to come out of it. My mascara is the Maybelline, the Full and Soft. I really like this one because I'm wearing it now. It's not too clumpy. It feels really, really nice. It doesn't make my lashes super brittle. And again, I know that it's going to stick around. It's not going to end up giving me raccoon eyes. Just feels really nice. I have the Tarteist lip paint, so I try to keep a red, which is what I'm wearing now. I try to keep a pink. This is the Maybelline Colorsational in Pink Wink. Or I keep a neutral. I know that generally whatever eye look I put together, I'm going to have a lipstick that's going to go with that. I'm also kind of just a big fan of putting on brows and some red lipstick. That might make me look insane, but I feel very vogue and chic when I wear it. This is obviously a much loved product because the packaging and everything has just basically come off. So this is the Winky Lux Uni-Brow Universal Brow Pencil. I am wearing it now. I know I can get a decent brow out of this. It has my spoolie at the end of it. The only thing I will say about like a universal brow pencil, one that's thick like this and very creamy, is I can go a little bit ham on my eyebrows and then end up with like thick ass fucking blocky eyebrows. And then other times, they can like look kind of natural, look okay. I do generally like to keep a brow gel on me as well, just so I can brush through and kind of calm it the hell down if I would like to, but I just don't have one don't have one with me. And the rest are just brushes. And the more brushes I get in my BoxyCharm, the more I can kind of add to my collection, take away, and really only keep the ones that I really like. So I have some of my Smashbox. So I've had these two from Smashbox for a really long time as a cream crease, which I like to use for my outer corner. I like to use this thicker brush for deeper into my crease. I like to use this brush for blending out my transition shade. And then I just kind of threw a bunch of shader brushes, brushes for packing on, things like that. In my BoxyCharm, we were given some Luxie travel brushes. I didn't keep all of them. I used to use this packing brush to pack on like a gold eyeshadow or a shimmer shade, and now I use it to blend in my my concealer or my on my eyes. So when I'm using it as an eyelid primer, I blend it out. It kind of helps carve out my eyebrows a little bit. And I have so many perfume samples. I just throw whatever I have in there. This one is the Viva La Juicy. So some red lipstick, some mascara, and some perfume and some brows help me feel like a little bit more put together. And finally, this is my bag that I love so much. I got this through Tarte when they were doing their build a kit for $65 or something like that. I love this one. It's bigger than all my other on-the-go makeup bags, so I like it. Makes me feel fancy and girly. I like to keep my makeup bag fairly simple. So thank you for watching. Again, I'm trying to work on editing my videos and learning how all that works. So hopefully you enjoyed. Thanks. Until next time.